Peace and blessings. I hope you guys are doing well. All praises to the Most High. All praises to our Melech King Yoshua Mashiach, for without him, where would we be? Today, it's pretty self-explanatory. I just want to kind of give my little 2 cents on putting to bed the whole misconceptions of hell. You understand? This eternal place, you see. And I'm not making this to be doom and gloom. I'm just letting it be what it is, y'all. Okay? Because the truth is that if you living for HaMashiach, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You understand? Because he said if we live in him, you gonna die in him. If you die in him, you gonna live in him, okay? And that's just really what it is. So you ain't got nothing to be afraid about, okay? And it's interesting that, these pork chop eating synagogues these days, specifically the Greco-Roman Catholicists who's been pushing these doctrines of devils that have been seeded into their consciousness by way of the fallen and their spawns, that they have the means of continuously recycling and reprobing, these things into the minds of man, just so that they can keep getting you to waste your money. And like I said, that they can keep you in an ever-present state of a cycle of misery and repeat. It's a shame, though, that people don't get that. Because if a person recognizes that, oh, well, hell is an eternal place, that of which was told to you by your pastors and was told to you by your deceived loved ones, friends, so on and so forth, then that's going to seed something in that person's mindset, where they're going to be like, oh, well, then I can't do this, I can't do that. And although there is a holy way of life that the Most High has it laid out for us, that we should be living for him. So, but it does not in any way, shape, or form stop anyone from committing sin. Because you have to understand that all of our garments are filthy rags. And you know what our garments are, right? It is these meat suits that we wear. Absolutely. This flesh. That's what is the garments. All of our garments, that all of our flesh, our meat suits, are filthy rags. You understand what I'm saying? So we're all prone to sin. You understand what I'm saying? He said there's not one good one on earth. Not one. He said. Not one. You see what I'm saying? I got to say that because a lot of people feel like, oh, well, you can't say this because you this, you that. You just don't want to hear the truth. Because it's something inside of you that you must change in order to come up higher. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't have to point that out. Like I said, I don't have to point these things out. And most of all, the Most High knows. You hear me? So let me say this. Hell is a reality. You understand? There's many forms of hell, okay? If you're addicted, addiction is a form of hell because it's a cycle that just repeats. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like you're walking around in a circle, spiraling in hell. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of people have been led to believe the strong delusion, and that's the lie, that hell is an eternal place. When in actuality, we're in hell right now. Hello. But like I said, I've been posting things in the community and letting people know that this is hell. And as a result, those who are accepting of this hell, who are accepting of these generational curses of wickedness, iniquity, thoughts, and deeds, you understand? And because I keep telling you that he's been giving us chances after chance after chance of over the generations to get this right, to prove to him that we can be perfected. That's why he says we have to go through the fire to come out as gold, fine gold, brass. You understand what I'm saying? So nobody is exempt. No one is exempt. You hear what I'm saying? But those who are his, he gonna keep in all thy ways, is what he said. But if you're not his, then you playing the fake game. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just really what it is. Because over each generation, the wicked has gotten worse. They have. And that's the reason why the wicked is going to be obliterated. That's what the lake of fire is. And I keep telling you, where do you think the lake of fire is going to be. You understand what I'm saying? It's not some place the earth's going to open up and then you just go to hell. Like, come on now. And a lot of things that is stifling, or should I say giving credence to these doctrines of devils, is the fact that you see a lot of these people getting on YouTube, making videos, who got all these thousands of views and subscribers. You understand what I'm saying? Or if you don't have the subscribers, you got all these views. Thus, then the subscribers start pouring in because of your so-called testimonial about going to hell. You understand what I'm saying? And then automatically, like I said, that gives this false perception of credence to their lies. Anybody can get online and put a camera up to their face and start talking. You understand what I'm saying? That don't mean it's the truth. And that's just factual. So yeah, I just want everybody to know that hell is earth right now as we see it. And we know that because it started at the beginning. The gates of hell was officially open then. And it became, because earth was paradise. It was a reflection of heaven. You understand? But when Adam fell, thus, now, hell. You understand? And if you are accepting of this hell, that is to say, if you are still cast with that strong delusion upon you and you believe that this is paradise and you're going to get peace, prosperity, and abundance, right? And live long because you sacrificed and doing all that stuff, or drinking adrenochrome, all that crap, right? If you believe that, then guess what? You're going to get that. You were accepting of the hell and the darkness that you were in. Thus, guess what? You're going to be obliterated. That's why he said that be not afraid of the one who can kill the body, but be not afraid of the one who can kill the body and the soul. And that's what that is. That's what the lake of fire is. You're going to be obliterated. No more. You understand? No more. Let me get to the scriptures so I won't be on here too long. Oh. Matthew 10:28 says, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy body, soul, and, both soul and body in hell. You see what I'm saying? In hell, because remember, there's many forms of hell. So this is where it gets a little bit tricky because they see hell and they're like, oh, okay, that equates to hell. Sheol, Gehenna, underneath the earth. Oh, that's where we're going to go. Like, that's what people are thinking. No, you're not. Why would he keep you still alive when he clearly says that death and hell is going to be cast into the lake with the false prophet? You understand what I'm saying? And the false Messiah, every wicked person is going to be cast into the lake, and you're going to be obliterated along with your false gods, which are the fallen ones and their spawns. You understand what I'm saying? Sodom and Gomorrah, let me go to that real quick, okay? And I'm going to coincide this with Jasher 19. It's so interesting. It's like, this is a book that they took out, Jasher, and it coincides perfectly. And there came two angels to Sodom at even, and Lot sat in the gate of, let me just skip, because you guys know the story. You guys know the story, okay? And you can read it, pause it, whatever you guys know. Here we go. The sun was risen up on the earth when Lot entered Zoar. Remember, and even in Revelation, it talks about the sun, right? Being darkened, the sky, right? Opaque, the stars fallen, not giving their light, as well as the moon. The Most High rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Most High out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the cities and that which grew upon the ground. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. And we know what that was, right? We know what that was. So yeah, the Most High overthrew those cities. And in the book of Jasher, when you read that, there was neighboring cities around because they had about 4+ judges. You understand? And the laws and customs and statutes that they had, the wicked laws, statutes, and customs that they had there, you understand what I'm saying, was so wicked. They were doing so much. You understand what I'm saying? That the Most High was just like, he was livid, like, I gotta destroy this place. You understand what I'm saying? That's why he sent Michael and Gabriel to destroy them. But before, he went and saw Abraham. Okay? He went and saw Abraham. That's why that's who it was. It was Hamashiach and Michael and Gabriel. Michael on his right and Gabriel on his left. You understand? And this is where they get okay, I won't go into that. But he goes to see Abraham, and then he tells Abraham that, of course, Sarah's going to give birth. I'm going to open up her womb to a son. Y'all know the story, so on and so forth. So while he's there, chopping it up with Abraham, he already knew he was going to destroy it. But Abraham said, you know what, Father, spare the righteous. He didn't say spare Lot. You understand? He didn't say spare Lot. He said spare the righteous, whoever is righteous. You understand what I'm saying? Spare them, Father, please. And while he sat there, and ate and talked with Abraham, he sent his two angels. They went after they ate and stuff to go to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, and thus that's what they did. But I want people to understand that those people, you have to understand, who were destroyed in Sodom and Gomorrah, they're not going to be resurrected. There will be no need to resurrect them. Okay? There will be no need to resurrect them. They were destroyed. You understand what I'm saying? Done. Obliterated. And I have to, show you this correlation when it comes to the lake of fire. The lake of fire is obliteration of your body and your soul. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why he says the first death, blessed are those who take part in the first death. Upon them, the second death hath no power. So if you make the first resurrection, you ain't got to worry about that. Now, if you didn't make the first resurrection and you're still asleep in hell, that is to say grave, which is a form of hell, a reality, right? The grave, the chamber, right? Those people will be resurrected, judged, and then thrown and cast into the lake of fire. Thus, their body, that's right, he's going to materialize their body and put their souls back into their body, okay? And then cast them into the lake of fire and burn them, and obliterate them, their bodies and their souls. That's what he's talking about. So all this madness about, I'm going to go to hell for eternity, like as if that, and it's crazy because the wicked people are so fucking wicked. Excuse my language, I have to say it. I didn't, but I got carried away. They're so wicked, right? To the point where they really believe that, it's fine. They know. I'm talking about the real ones who know that they're wicked. They know that this place is a form of hell. But this is their paradise as well. You understand? So they're determined to accept being in so-called hell for eternity, even though that is a strong delusion, right? Deception. That's what Satan has done, is deceived them beyond measure. And that's okay for them because that still gives them some type of wicked belief that they still can exist. They won't be on earth, but at least I'll still be alive and my soul in hell, basically. No. And see, that's still BS. You see how twisted that is? Who would want to still be alive and for eternity? Like that still is that groveling or famished need to want to still remain alive so that you can be wicked, but you're going to be punished. So it doesn't even make any sense. You see how psychotic that is? Doesn't make sense. None whatsoever. So I want to go to Daniel to show you guys. This is Daniel 12, verse 2 says, "And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt." Pause. That's what what I was talking about. I said, the second death. That's what that is. Many of them that sleep in the dust. Okay, that dust is the form of hell too. I keep telling you, the earth, right? Dust, the earth. Thus hell, and the Most High gives clues. You understand what I'm saying? It's coded, but it's not coded to the point where you can't understand it unless you just don't want to. You understand what I'm saying? You just have to have the Ruach, the Holy Spirit, and there's many Holy Spirits, but you have to have the Ruach to be able to be led. Because there's ministering spirits that will help you get this. You just have to be willing to accept it in the open. If not, then yeah, you're going to be hindered and you're going to fall for anything. So yeah, that's what that is, the second death. Okay, so the people who don't make the first resurrection, and they have to be resurrected for the second death. Yeah, those who are wicked will be judged, and like I said, he's gonna materialize your body, nip you back together, put your soul back in it, so you can stand before him, get judged, so you can get thrown into the lake with everybody else who is wicked, and your body and your soul will be obliterated, and you will be no more. And that's just what it really is. And I'm not saying that to try to scare anybody. You understand? Because it is what it is. If you scared, guess what? That's on you. I'm not afraid. You see what I'm saying? I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. And I don't have to be afraid. Because I know who I serve. And I know who I live in. And I know who I'm going to die in. Thus, I'm going to live in him. You see what I'm saying? Because we keep it the testimony. And what is the testimony? The saints keep it the testimony. What is the testimony? HaMashiach. How we overcame. How we overcame. Absolutely. Through HaMashiach. How we overcame. Hallelujah. Because it's always been about the blood. Yes. The blood of his precious lamb. This is 1 Corinthians 15, 53. Now this I say, brethren. See, Paul's talking to us. For all those people who's talking about, oh, Paul was talking to the Gentiles. No, he's talking to us. Anytime you sing brethren, he was talking to us. He let you know that, right? Right? Us. That flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Yah. Neither doeth corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I shew you a mystery. We shall not all sleep. Remember Daniel 12, verse 2. But we shall all be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. Okay, so these are the ones who make the first resurrection, right? And we know how that goes, right? When the two witnesses get killed, when the Most High resurrects them, he also resurrects all of those, the saints who was going to reign with him, who had died, and they're going to be changed. And that's just really what it is. And they're going to reign with him for 1,000 years. You guys know the story. And after 1,000 years, of course, Satan will be let loose, going out to deceive the world and stuff like that. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. Okay? Immortality, right? This is salvation, right? This is salvation, which is given to those who make it. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. Yeah. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? See? You see how death and hell, you see how it's all interconnected. But folks will read this and I don't understand how this is lost upon you. It's pretty easy to me. The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. Oh, we're not under the law, we're under grace. Y'all better stop playing. I'm telling you, you better stop playing. All by thy sorceries, he said, were many nations deceived. Enchantments, doctrines of devils. That's why you can't get it, can't understand. 1 Thessalonians 4, 16 through 17. For the Most High himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel. It should be A-R-K, not A-R-C. It should be ark, like the Ark of the Covenant, okay, which is, like I told you guys, the two witnesses are Michael and Gabriel, okay. It is the Ark of Covenant made flesh, okay. If you want to debate me on that, I got all the time in the world. I'm just say that right now. But I ain't about to sit over here and argue with you over no scriptures. It's pretty plain as day to me, and it was revealed to me. If you want to know, get on your knees and search the scriptures and do what you need to do to figure it out if that's what you want. Because it ain't no mystery to me. I already know what it is. You understand what I'm saying? So, and no, I'm not giving you no sources. You go and you do the work. And with the trump of Yah and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. See, that's what he said. Remember? If we liveth and dieth in him, guess what? We liveth forever. And that's just the truth. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Most High in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Most High. So yeah, he's going to send, of course, chariots, his angels, and all of that, to come and get his people. It's the ones, because we know that everybody's not going to taste death, right? We know that. But count yourself worthy that you are alive in this time of peril. Excuse me, but it's still a beautiful time to be alive because your name is written. And they know it too. I'm talking about the wicked knows. The wicked knows. The wicked knows. The principalities. They know. They know. Revelation 20:14 says, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. See? Second death. Not only can you die once, but you can die twice. Now that's something to drive a person mad. Ain't it? And that's why I say our ways are not his ways. And you will kill yourself trying to figure out the limitless, extensive vastness, the unmatched, sublime nature of who the Most High is. You'll kill yourself trying to figure that out. This is the reason why a lot of these people are psychopaths. The scientists, these mad scientists, and all of these Bilderbergs, Rockefellers, all these people ruling, you understand what I'm saying? Over their world right now, this earth, hell, right? Because this is the only place that the fallen and their spawns can be prevalent in. They want to be worshipped. You understand what I'm saying? And I keep telling you guys, they're focused so much on the heavens because they're damned. They're never going to get back there. That's why this is hell. And then on top of that, they're going to be obliterated along with their children. You understand what I'm saying? Along with their children. It's just sick. So yeah, I caution you guys. You need to read. And you need to study as much as possible. And I'm going to tell you this as well. All of what you know right now is going to have to be enough. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you're not seeking his face day and night, I don't know what to tell you. I do not know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you if you're not reading them scriptures front to back, here a little, there a little, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. I know I said it ditto again, but yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So it's important for us to really seek his face day and night. And I told you, none of us are exempt because we all fall short of his glory. I understand my pride gets me all the time. But he said pride cometh before destruction. You understand what I'm saying? So it's better for you to get on your knees and repent immediately. Immediately. Because that's the last thing that you would want. And like I said, if you don't know what you're doing that's wrong, ask the Most High to search in your heart what you don't know and reveal it to you so you can stop. Repent and stop. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not on here to ruffle anybody's collar, or I'm not on here to snatch anybody's pearls. You know why? Because the wicked has already done that. They're already doing that. Or attempting to do so. You hear what I'm saying? All this stuff that's going on right now was already prophesied to happen. So why you getting mad at me? Why you getting mad at us? Because we holding up a mirror to you? And one thing, folks, you got to stop doing is trying to live your life through the lens of someone else's capture. You hear me? Stop trying to live your life through the lens of someone else's capture. Because like I said, we all are experiencing realities as it pertains to the necessary battles that we must conquer. That is to say, overcome by way of the testimony of the Most High, which is Hamashiach, the true, the one and only Elohim, God of all gods, Lord of all lords, King of all kings, the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. Stop going to the past. Stop going to the past. The past is the past. You understand what I'm saying? That's history for a reason. Don't repeat it. You living in the now. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a blessing. You understand what I'm saying? Hell is no eternal place that you're going to go to. See, that's still, like I said, this false sense of hope that they can still, pour into people. Oh, well, at least I'm still alive. I'm in hell, but at least I'm still alive. You see how sick and ridiculously egregious that sound? Psychotically egregious. I'm done. I know I was on here for a while, but I had to say that. I had to say that. And Sodom and Gomorrah, I just want you guys to understand that. I had to make that correlation because that's the reason why spiritually in Revelation says Sodom in Egypt. Okay. That's why it mentions that. You see, he don't use this word. It's just so plain. And it's like people will skip over that and somehow that will, like I said, become lost upon you. I don't know how. When the scriptures are pretty plain as day, they interpret each other. They really do. You understand? They really do. There's no need for you to go and seek out vague scriptures to try to prove your point because the Bible itself, the scriptures, are going to prove themselves. They're going to minister. You understand? This is just Jasher 19. That's why I said if you guys read Genesis 19 and Jasher 19, well, if you want to start at Genesis 18 and continue, you can. But this is one of my favorite books. The book of Jasher is one of my favorites. And it just gives you a more detailed account on what took place, like what was happening in Sodom and Gomorrah. You understand what I'm saying? With their laws and customs and stuff. I believe I've already spoken about how Eliezer, which was Abraham's bondman, he sent him to, Sarah sent him to, Sarai, she sent him to Sodom and Gomorrah to check on Lot to see if he was okay. And, once he got there, he's seeing a poor man in the street. As you can see here, it says, and this poor man cried to Eliezer and supplicated his favor on account of what the man of Sodom had done to him, because they had stripped him away. They wouldn't feed you if you weren't from they town. You could be a stranger. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about stranger as in like, y'all know what I'm talking about though. But you weren't from there. So, and you didn't abide by their customs, laws, traditions, and statutes. It's just like what's going on now. These people are of the earth. Thus, the reason why they will be destroyed with it. With the earth as we know it. You hear what I'm saying? And that's the only reason why the Most High is coming back for his people, so that they don't have to be partakers in his indignation against all the wicked nations. That's why he's taking them. He's getting them so that he can destroy it. The earth as we know it. Hell. You understand what I'm saying? That's why he said hell and death shall be cast into the lake. So even that is a spirit. So don't play with me. Don't play with me. So yeah, anyways, they go through this whole, Eliezer goes through this whole dispute, in their court system with one of the men who launched a damn, stone at his forehead and cracked him upside the head. He started bleeding. Then the judge said that this is our customs and laws and statutes, and you got to pay tribute to him because you made him hit you and you started bleeding. You see how sick that is? You see how sick that is? They could do it because they could. They had the means to help, but they didn't use it. And that's exactly what's going on now. It's worse, actually. And that's why Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. Not just because of that, but it was all manners of wickedness that you can name. Just think about what's happening now. And that's the reason why it's going to be destroyed. Babylon is. You understand what I'm saying? But Babylon isn't just America. You see what I'm saying? Babylon isn't just America. And I want you to pay attention to what is happening, how these fault lines are being rearranged, how the Most High is rearranging fault lines. They're saying Africa is splitting into two continents. You know, rivers are appearing out of nowhere. Land masses are coming up out of nowhere. You have to understand that. This is for a reason. This is for a reason. This is for a reason. So yes, hell is not an eternal place. Hell is a reality, absolutely. There's many forms of hell, okay? Because in some sense, absolutely, we all are experiencing hell. Forms of hell, you understand? As we are experiencing this hell through the lens of our capture. You understand what I'm saying? Of our capture. So you're going through what you're going through, your reality. That's why I could never sit up here and try to bash somebody and say, oh, what you dealing with ain't got no type of level of credence to it or meaning. I can't do that, because at the end of the day, you're going through what you're going through as it pertains to what the Most High sees fit you need to go through so that you can overcome. I got to go through what I got to go through so that I can overcome. You understand what I'm saying? So yes, those who do not make the first resurrection, I'm not saying that everybody who don't make the first resurrection is going to get cast. He said, blessed are those who make the first resurrection. But I'm saying those who go to the lake, which is the wicked, whose names are not written, they're going to be judged. And their souls are going to be obliterated, just like Sodom and Gomorrah. Absolutely. Those people aren't going to be resurrected. Why would he materialize their bodies just to put their souls back up in there and they can stand before him for what? They know. You understand what I'm saying? They know. That's what I'm saying. You gonna know. That's why I say everybody's going to see your shame. Everyone is. You gonna know. So it's not going to be lost upon you. It's not going to be foreign knowledge like you need a translator to translate. Oh, what? I don't understand. No, you're going to know. I'm done. Peace and blessings to my people scattered across the four corners of the earth, and to the stranger who has aligned themselves with us. Y'all stay prayed up. Stay fast. Keep reading your word. Stay in that word as much as you can. Pray without ceasing. Get on your face as much as you can and pray that you are counted worthy to escape the indignation that's coming upon these nations. Absolutely. Because this is terrible. This ain't nothing fun. This ain't nothing nice. This ain't nothing cool. This is serious. And you must be serious about your Abba's business. Hallelujah.